Welcome back to Girl House and welcome to the bonus ep of this week. We're terribly sorry that we did not release one this past Friday. The thing is, Celia and we made an effort, did we not?
We really did. It was the end of the trip, and we sat down and we started to record. And as
We
Callie told
record
me today, it was a hard watch.
It was a really hard watch. It was a hard listen. We
This is the
literally
problem.
recorded. We spent an hour recording.
Yeah. It was the issue of we couldn't have both mics. So
Yes.
passing a mic is just not fun for anyone. Wasn't
And
fun for
like
us. Wouldn't be fun for
it
you.
it would not be fun for you because it's like Celia and I thought it might help us actually because we
Mm.
interrupt each other. We were like, "Oh, but we still interrupted each other." It's just like you could hear it in the background. And
That's
it's
arguably so
just
much worse. Yeah.
it's so much worse. And like you could hear us passing the mic back and forth. And then like on top of that, like we were just so mentally unwell. Like we had pretty bad anxiety, but I don't think we realized it yet because we were still kind of drinking. Um,
Yeah.
we
So,
just
well,
talked about a whole lot of nothing.
I was going to say a little backstory to this is that usually it's like an exciting time to record.
Yes.
We had gone, so it was Callie's last day. So obviously there's already some weird energy. Obviously, I am sad. My
Mm-hmm.
best friend is flying back across the country. I'm sure maybe you were feeling a similar way.
I actually wasn't
And
flying. I was gonna go home.
yes, okay. But the end of our trip to the point where it felt that way to me. Um, but anyway, so we got a drink I worked that day, then we got a drink in town, and then my mom's friend was over and we had like a dinner. We made them dinner and had more wine and margaritas.
Oh
And then we
yeah.
filmed. But it was kind of like that state where you're just like tired.
Yeah,
It,
I
it,
didn't
it
even
wasn't,
feel slightly tipsy. There was
yeah.
actually a point in the episode where I got frustrated with you, Celia, and feels so strange calling you. I don't like to
Yeah,
call you
that
by
was
your
really
name.
shocking.
Well, I'm just
I
trying
did,
to
yes, I understand.
I'm trying to just make it clear who I'm talking to here. That
Yeah,
made me feel really uncomfortable.
yeah, you and me both.
No, I
I
feel
feel
like
like I was being
really
scolded in class.
yeah, that made me super uncomfortable. Oh my God, remind me to never do that again. Anyway, no, it's just there was a point where I got pissed at you and I said, I can just tell you're not vibing right now. And you wouldn't admit it. And then you said, Are you drunk right now? And then that just pissed me off more. And yeah, maybe I was getting the vibe because I wasn't vibing and I was projecting. But when you hit me with the "Are you drunk right now?" I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Point is, we're here to recap it all 1 week later, and it will be much, much more enjoyable for you.
Hence, we're making it up to you by giving you a bonus episode this week.
Yeah.
This will come out on Wednesday if you're listening to it.
Yeah,
I mean,
have
you know
fun.
that by now. Yeah. So I guess we'll just get into it. I mean, we had literally, it was Celia's birthday week, I don't know what you want to call it.
Weekend. I've already gotten a
And
lot of scrutiny and criticism for claiming the whole weekend from some of my immediate family members. So let's call it a weekend.
yeah,
Personally, I would just call it a birthday month, but I won't go that far.
that's
So,
going so far, bro.
yeah, I know. Birthday
Like that's
weekend. I
way
know.
too far.
Yeah, I take it back.
You've got to
I
like
love my
reel it in.
birthday. What can I say? It's over now. Don't worry.
Well, if it's the whole month, then no, it's not.
No, I know. I'm actually
What are we
celebrating this
supposed
weekend
to?
with my cousin.
Might
Just
I
saying.
add, every single place we went, I snuck literally to the point. It got to the point where we'd just be getting a drink. I would sneak away and tell them to bring out a dessert. You got like four
Yeah.
birthday candle desserts.
I made the same wish every time. That's all I will say. But yes, no,
Uh,
I
I
definitely felt the love.
think I know what your wish is, but I won't say it.
Well, obviously you can't say it though. It will not be good. Also, I just took a sip of this. I just have to show if you're watching on YouTube. Here's a little thing about me. Another thing about me. I'm holding up this gift that Callie made me. And I have always wanted. So it's a simple modern, what would you call it? It's a big
Cup.
boy.
It's like a tumbler. It's like a
It's
I
basically the best one you could
is
get.
it
Like, it's the
28
largest one.
ounces? By the way, I
I feel
have
like
the
it's
same one.
more.
Did you know that?
Um, yes. But basically, what color is yours?
Same color.
Hmm. I did not know that. Well, that
Yeah.
kind of takes away what I was about to just say.
Oh, but
Because
the
I was
color
gonna,
reminded me of you.
no, I was just gonna say, like, okay, so I've always wanted one. Don't ask me why I never got one. I just feel like it's such a decision because it defines your entire personality on
It's
what
kind of
water
like
bottle
how
you
I
carry
feel
around.
about like why haven't I paid my parking tickets? It's just like I haven't.
Yeah. No, but also like it's just such a big decision. And so to be gifted one, it's like, you see me. This is what I would imagine in a cup,
No,
but
that's
like,
exactly what I would imagine you as.
and the
I just
pearl
happen to
bedazzling
have the
of my
same one.
initials. But
Yeah.
like, this is like, it's just like, I didn't make this choice. I'm not saying this is who I am. It's like, this is how I'm seen.
Yeah.
And it's
It's kind of
exactly what I
like
would choose, you know?
yeah, there's this beautiful home in Venice. And Celia, one time, I mean, I meant it as a compliment, but
Oh, yeah.
I
Hmm.
think you were having a bad day and it really uplifted your entire day. There's this
Hmm.
beautiful home in Venice that we often walked by, and every time I walked by it, it would remind me of, I'm not going to call you by your name, but it reminded me of you.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think I
You could
complimented
just say it
you.
remind you of Celia.
Yeah, I don't really, and this is a quick sidebar, but I feel so uncomfortable by calling people by their names. It has been a problem in every single relationship I've ever been in.
You also don't like baby names.
Yeah. So like
So it's kind of like a catch 22. Like, what do not right use of catch 22, but what do you use?
nothing, and it's always a problem in
Yeah.
every relation. I've never been in a relationship where it's not a problem. But it's like the whole point being I don't feel comfortable calling anyone by their name.
Yeah.
Even my parents, like it, I called them mother and father as a joke. Well, it started out as a joke in like third grade, and I've called them mother and father since. And then I realized, like we always say, like it sounds kind of culty when we go out because now they call me daughter as a joke. So like when we're in
Yeah.
public, like it's mother, father, daughter. And yeah, it sounds strange when we're out, but it's like a joke. But it's like I just don't feel comfortable calling anyone by their name except for like Cleo, Luna, and Ducky.
Although you have actually, when we came up with woman, you were
Oh
very
yeah.
comfortable to call me that, but it was kind of the same thing as like mother, daughter. It's just kind of weird in public being like woman.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
And we don't really call each other women that much anymore. It's more of like I feel like I call you bro.
Man.
Yeah, man. I got this switched from woman to man.
It really depends. If it's like more
Yeah.
serious, it would be like I love you, woman. If
Yeah.
it's like if it's like we've kind of had a little tiff and we're just trying to lighten the mood, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And bro
Or
is just
love you,
like thrown
man.
in, yeah.
Yeah, bro is just like everyday usage.
Yeah, that's so true,
Anyway, we are
man.
totally getting off topic right
Yeah.
now.
No, the
But
whole point is, yeah. Yes, it was your birthday weekend and we
and
had
I
an
love my gift.
awesome
No,
time.
all I was trying to say is like A, I felt so seen with this gift. B, I'm so relieved I don't have to pick out one for myself. C, I cannot believe I've gone so long without one because it is my literal obsession. Like
So
I
you're
just want to get it in every photo that I take. I'm not kidding.
really?
I'm
So
obsessed
I
with it. And I like get so excited to fill it up at night. I drink it all in the morning. Like I'm very into it.
so it was kind of a bad art project because I bought these pearls, super glue, and dishwasher safe Mod Podge. And yeah, the thing is, so first I stenciled out your initials so it would go
Mm.
smoothly, and then I attached each pearl. And then the first place I went wrong was that I tried to wash off before I applied the dishwasher safe coating. I tried
Hmm.
to wash off some of the ink behind the letters, and it discolored some of the pearls. If you notice, some don't have a
It
sheen.
didn't discolor, it just took off the sheen, yeah.
Yep. And so then I applied the dishwasher safe Mod Podge, but I should have applied it to the whole cup, but after I saw the sheen was taken away, I was like, fuck it. Fuck this. I was pissed. So I
You know,
only
I'm kind of
Mod
glad
Podged.
I'm
over.
glad you did do that though, because I would have never known there was a stencil. And if there was like a black stencil, that would be like not
It was
cute.
purple, I
Yeah, not cute. Whereas this
think.
is so cute.
Yeah, I tried my best.
You're being way too hard on yourself. I'm saying I absolutely adore it.
I'm just
Just
saying
saying.
it doesn't look professional.
I think it looks absolutely amazing. And it's like one of my favorite things in a long time. So, anywho. But yeah, should we get into the whole weekend? I guess I just
Let's
want
get
to bring it
into
up because I
it.
will be sipping it like throughout the episode, and I don't want everyone to think I'm just like showing off my cup without acknowledging it.
I actually just got a new one myself. It's kind of heavy duty.
Oh my god. You
So
have
my
so
mom
many.
got it for me actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hydro flask. The
That's
reason
cool.
I like it is I still prefer my simple modern um for day to day, but
Uh-huh.
I feel kind of gross bringing my simple modern like everywhere with me, like to the gym, etc., because it's like so much air is getting on this straw. This is a really great gym Pilates because you stick the little thing up and it closes. So the straw comes up and down, up and down. And so I feel like it's more appropriate for specifically the gym, I guess, because there's men who are sweating and sneezing all over.
Yeah. I will say I don't bring this to Pilates. I
Hmm.
bring my Studio Nantucket one.
So
But that's
I've
just because
always
I've
brought my
always done
simple
that.
modern to Pilates.
Okay, yeah. I see. See, the reason why I like to bring my Studio Nantucket is because it untwists, so it kind of like takes me a second. So it's like, oh, I'm just grabbing water. I'm not taking a break, but then I like really have to
Uh,
twist it on. It's like this whole thing.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that she even said this in the class that you took, which we'll get into that, but I'm pretty sure she's like, yeah, you can pretend to take water and I'll know you're just taking a break.
Yeah. I
Anyway, we'll
love
get
when
into
people
it.
encourage breaks. Yeah, I guess we'll get into it. So, this is another thing I think it's just why it's good we're recording this. When I mentioned we had extreme anxiety, I was posting all off the wazoo. Like, I've made so many mistakes. So many mistakes. Nothing's okay. Like, I was really, I was going through
Oh,
it.
really? Yeah.
Well, because I did a lot of weird shit regarding like pranks and stuff and just I have Twitter fingers and I
Yeah,
was
she did this all on her own time. I guess that's why I don't feel it as much as you're feeling it. We'll get into that as well. I guess we should just get into it.
yeah, but my whole point, I'm really glad that we're re-recording because like I kept saying like, this weekend when I had the best weekend of my life to the point where you were like, well, you're making me feel bad because I thought we had a good weekend. I'm like, I had the best weekend of my life, but I was in the depths of anxiety.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I feel like totally, I don't regret anything I did. I don't really, it doesn't matter. Water under the bridge type
All right.
shit.
Then I can't wait to get into it.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's set the scene. Friday morning, you arrive.
Oh, and I started off the trip with an epic prank. I haven't been able to prank Celia in ages.
Uh
She
huh.
never falls for a prank anymore. Um, but I had this big suitcase with me. Well, first of all, I couldn't get in. I parked at Celia's Nana's house so that I wouldn't have to pay for parking. And then I Ubered there, but I could not get an Uber to pick me up to the point where Celia had to order a Lyft for me. And I just had the strangest Lyft driver ever. He basically fled Louisiana so that he wouldn't lay hands on his ex-roommate because he sold the car that they shared. I don't know. It was like all this strange drama. And then he was just really like going off like he's lucky I didn't lay hands on him. It was just interesting. Um, and then he was one interesting thing I learned from him was that because he was like, yeah, one time I was like, well, did you ever see alligators? And he was like, yeah, one time I jumped on top of one. And I was like, why would
I'm
you
sorry,
do that?
what?
Yeah. And he was like, well, not on purpose. Like he jumped into the water and landed on an alligator.
I fear you're
And
pranking me again because you definitely didn't mention this.
no, I'm not pranking you.
Okay.
But he was like, and I don't know how true this is, but I mean, he's from Louisiana, not me. So I feel like he obviously knows more about alligators than I do. He said that there's a common misconception about alligators because they have a flap in their throat that
Mhm.
lets so much air in or something to block water so they can breathe underwater for like a bit of time, but you're
Yeah.
less likely to be attacked by an alligator in the water than versus on the ground because they can drown themselves by attacking you underwater. But I just like don't know
Interesting.
if that's true because I know alligators like to bring you to the bottom and twist you around because when
Mm.
an alligator locks down on you, like they have literally have lockjaw. They can't release, and then
Mm.
they twist. They well, the way an alligator kills you, and this is why I'd rather go by a shark, is that shark's just gonna bite, bite, bite. Alligator pulls you down, plays with you, and drowns you. So I'm like, who's the one drowning, the alligator or me? I don't know. But it's just something interesting I learned. But anyway, then I got on the ferry and I was just kind of overwhelmed by this conversation. Because he
Me
kept
right
trying to
now.
encourage me to send him a Venmo too. Um, which I just like, he was like, yeah, I had a QR code in the back for people to Venmo me for a while, but no one would send me money. I've just lost faith in humanity, man. And I just was like, well, I don't know, like who you are. All I know is you got pissed at your friend and fled Louisiana. And I'm all for, I love helping people. Like I really do. It's just he gave me a strange vibe. Um, this is completely aside from the point I was overwhelmed once I got onto the ferry. And Celia
Remedy a
said,
prank.
remedy a prank. So basically, I got on, downed three mimosas, and I was having an awesome time. And I made one of the poor employees like so stressed because he was probably like 15 max. And I asked him for a mimosa, and he was like, "Can you repeat that?" And I said, "Can I have a mimosa?" And he was like, he started to get panicked. He was like, "Can you repeat that?" And then
Tell me
and then I was feeling like I was like drunk myself or something, and I was like, "A mimosa." And then this girl came in and took over, and she was like, "Here, let me show you." And she was like, "So typically a mimosa is prosecco and orange juice." And like she had to teach him what it was because he didn't know what I was
Oh,
asking for, and I
sounds
felt
like
really bad.
another young buck that you
Yeah.
harassed. This like call it. So we had been drinking. It was my birthday. We had been drinking at the beach. There's like a bar at the beach. We had had several frosés, and we went to pick up Millie's to go before we were going to go out, which is like it's besides the point. But it's this restaurant that we were picking up the food, and we go to order, and Callie had gone ahead because it's like you order at your own will, I guess. And we were next in line. I come in and I'm like, "Oh, have you ordered?" Like I was starting to talk with Callie, and it's this college guy is the person taking her order, and she goes, "Yeah, I told him that." What did you say? I know what you said, but what was the threat? She was like,
I
"If he
asked
doesn't."
for some sauce or
Oh
something. Or no,
yes,
no, he told me like because I was like, "What's better?" Like whatever. I was between like a some sauce or something. I don't know.
yeah. But basically, she was like, and he said he was gonna pummel me to the ground. And then he turns bright red. He said, "I never said that." And then I'm like, he's asking my no, my order, and we're going through, and this poor guy, this actual poor guy, we're going through, and we were just having like a blast this day. So
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, he's like, "What's your number?" And I said my order number, and then he's like, "No, I need your phone number." This poor college student. Meanwhile, Callie's like cracking up.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if that made sense,
No.
but wow, that
Well,
poor
yeah,
guy.
it's just disturbing. Well, this is the part that's disturbing too that we realized like
Yeah,
literally
not that we realized that my sister told us.
a few years ago a college student would have like thought we were like cute drunk girls. Now as you said we're like pushing 30. It's
Well,
just like
no, as my sister said, this poor guy is getting, I don't want to use the word harassed, heckled by people, by girls 10 years older than him. We were being menaces.
yeah, when you
Anyway,
put it like that it's but this was like I have to
it was
add that
all fun and games.
this was coming off, and I will put this on the Instagram because we need to get better about doing scrolls again for
Mhm.
every like. But we have a lot of photos from this past weekend, and there's a photo that Jamie got of me just sitting outside on the phone. I was prank calling everyone. I literally
Mhm.
prank called so many people, and my new prank of the week, ever since I did the one thing about that guy pummeling me to the ground, I have this new thing when I pranked that like skater man a few weeks ago, and he was like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, you took that way too far." um, It just made it awkward for everyone. Which actually I called him too, and he was like happy to hear from me. He started the conversation saying something along the lines of what ailment do you have now or something. I don't think he knows the word ailment, but something like that. Anyway, my whole thing is I've had this whole thing now called the P&P, the pants and pummel. And so pummeling has been on my mind to the point where
Yes.
I want to talk to
Very much
everyone
so
about
on her
it.
mind.
Yeah.
I
So
never get pummeled.
I've,
Anyway.
I've been pulling it with everyone.
Yes,
But
but back to the ferry, sorry.
back to the ferry. So after I got my mimosa, I sat down and I decided, oh, because I brought my big suitcase on with me, and I typically I like to go on the top. I like to sit outside, although it was pretty
I
chilly.
think I even asked, like, are you outside? I think I
Yeah.
set you up for it.
And so then I said, um, no, because I had to bring my suitcase, and I had a big suitcase, and I was like, I had to bring my suitcase in with me, and I was trying to walk up the stairs with it, and I fell backwards onto like a 65-year-old man, and we both tumbled to the floor, and he got up and said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" and stormed away.
And I
And
was like,
you
oh my
completely
God.
believe me. If that happened to me, I would have called you 5,000 times. I
Well,
wouldn't
I
just
know, but you were being
casually tell you
okay.
about it after
I
the
thought
fact.
so. This is the one thing. One, usually we're like talking pretty like nonstop often. You were like, when you have to say something, you'd usually just say it, but I felt like you were like maybe giving me respect because no, like I feel like we hadn't really chatted that much because I knew you were gonna be there anyway. I don't know how to
Yeah,
explain it.
totally.
Like you knew that I was going to Pilates or getting breakfast or whatever. Like I just thought like maybe we'd talk when you got here since you were that close. I don't know why. I just figured, and then like on the phone you sounded so serious. And like when you were texting, like I just yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I really believed it. And I was like, oh my God, no one helped you, and he was mad about it. Like, are you kidding me? I was getting like so shocked.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you did get me with that.
And that's like the worst kind of prank. And this just brings it back to the first prank I pulled this season of when the guy offered to let me move into his home because I said I needed a help.
Mhm.
um, it gets awkward when you take a
Yeah.
prank to a point where there's not even like a inkling
Not
that it
even
is a
funny
prank.
anymore. Yeah.
And I let it go on too
Just
long because
concern.
like I didn't tell you it was a prank until I got in the car, I think.
No, you told me when we were sat at Born and Bred. Oh, and then this is crazy, but like pretty
Oh.
you let it go pretty far. And then this is where it gets really crazy. You got pranked or you pranked us and you didn't even know it, remember? Because
Oh
Jamie,
yeah.
this was so random. So Jamie like nonchalantly said, first off, like, what? I was like so confused by this. She goes like, "Oh, this is weird. I think Kelly just texted me." I was like, "Oh, what did she say?" She was like, "That's weird. Did she try calling you?" I was like, I don't think so. She's like, "It says, hey, Jamie, this is Kelly. Would it be okay, all right if I called you?" And I was like, "That's really weird. I don't think she would ever speak to you like that. And I think she would just call you or she would just call me. That's a little weird." And then she replied like, yeah, sure. Or like, I forget what she said, but like, yes. And then the person was like kept it going. Turns out it was another Callie who was also on Nantucket that she knew.
I didn't know they were also in Nantucket. That's crazy.
Yes. Isn't that
Wow.
like such a mind
Yeah.
blower?
And
It
it
was
was
the
right
wording was just so funny and the timing. Yeah.
and it was right when I got off the ferry and I was like, "Where are you?"
Yeah, and it would be like a funny like prank that you could do,
Yeah.
I guess. It was just like it was such weird wording. I was like, "What?"
That is a funny prank. I should have done
I don't know
that.
if I like told it properly, but it was just bizarre. Anyway, then we got a little champagne and made an epic video.
Oh, we got prosecco, we brought it to the beach, and we made an epic video. Because I made a vlog of like flying to Celia, and then anyway, so yeah, we sat on the beach, and it was epic because it was so
Swam.
cloudy, and we were swimming, and then all of a sudden the sunshine came out. It was just epic because if you heard the last episode, Celia the whole time is going on the weather, the weather, the weather. Oh, and I did when I
Mhm.
got there, it was really cloudy, but we had this absolutely magical moment. We were swimming in the ocean. It was kind of a force at first, but then once you get under, it feels amazing. And all of a sudden, Celia says, I think the sun is coming out. And I was like, oh shit, I think you're right. And the sun just came out while we're sitting in the water. And that was just a good omen to the beginning of the weekend.
And the sun was there to stay.
The
It
sun was
really
there to
was. Like,
stay.
for the majority of the weekend, it was sunny. But anyway, okay, let's get into the fun stuff. So,
Yeah.
enter Thursday night. Night before, sorry,
Problem.
Friday night.
Yes.
What?
And I'd like to say problem number one. I don't want to call it a problem. I'm just going to say a lot of the damage I did was on Friday night. And I'd like to say, yeah, we started drinking at 5 p.m. because we had a 5 p.m. dinner reservation. And it's not like you
Yes.
thought we were going to be home so
Let me
early.
explain the reasoning. Well, first off, it was the only reservation that I could get that night at the restaurant I want to go to. But I was like, oh, this is perfect because I booked us all a bar class on my actual birthday morning at 9:30. And I was like, 5 p.m. res, great. We'll be home before midnight. We'll be fine for the bar class. 5 hours later.
And I'm gonna be honest about something. I'm like, oh, I can't believe what I did on Friday night with all of these texts.
I
No,
can.
I knew exactly what I was doing before I was while I was sober. I knew I was like, this weekend I'm gonna do some shit, and
Yeah,
I'm
it's because you
okay
were
with it.
removed. Yeah,
I
it's because
was
you were
so
removed from
far
LA.
away.
Twitter fingers, that's all I could say.
But I
Basically,
was just
okay.
thinking about a moment when I was in the bathroom at dinner, and I was just like,
Oh,
it's
you
not
knew then?
time. Yeah, I was like, it's not time yet. Just give me a
Oh,
moment.
that's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a bright and early red. Like the restaurant was vibing with our birthday. Everyone around us was vibing with our birthday. Like it was just so much fun. And
Yeah.
then basically we were on like a bit of a high. Then we take some cute pics. At this point, it's like a little tricky situation because all of a sudden we've taken photos so long we're feeling sober.
For an hour, might I add.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get one good pic.
I'm so
You
sorry
got
about that.
amazing photos, but it was your birthday, so of course. I got good photos the next day.
Yeah. Anyway, basically, all of a sudden we just felt like, okay, we have got to amp it up. And that's where things got kind of crazy because when I say we amped it
Yeah.
up, we amped it up.
Well, it's because
So,
it was either we like have one drink, don't enjoy ourselves because we're tired and go home,
uh
or it's the
I will
phrase. Anyone ever heard the saying "go hard or go home"?
I will actually confidently say that's the best night I've had of 2025. So,
Same. Best night
that like
ever.
no regrets. It's all
No
good, but let's
regrets.
just say we amped it up. Yeah. And let's just say this. So, okay, I'll just recap a couple of things that I feel important, and then we can get
Yeah.
into you being by yourself and how much you'd like to delve into that. So
I'll delve into as much as I feel comfortable.
that's exactly it. So yeah, we're at crew. We are drinking, trying because like when you're like, oh, I need to like catch up almost.
Hmm.
Which no, I don't need that mindset at 28. But like at the time, I just felt like, oh, I need to be like
At
in
the
this.
time last week,
Yeah, at the time, I was like, I need to be
you
in
were
this
still
state.
27 at that point,
Exactly.
and I still
Yeah.
am 27.
Oh, that's so crazy. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, gotta be in this state. So like, Callie and I were basically drinking cucumbers in one sip, and that's not. It was very. You get the you get the
We
point.
drank so much. I
So
also
then,
started with spicy margaritas, and it was so strong I could barely drink it, and I don't
really,
usually have a problem.
I don't
You
even remember
taste
that.
you taste it and you said that's straight tequila.
Ew. Anyway, so then one thing
That's why
that
you were
I would
still
like to,
sober, you freak. It
I
was the
just
first
genuinely
drink
don't
I
remember you
had.
getting a spicy marg, but
Because I
anyway,
asked you, does this taste like vodka to you? And you were like,
oh yeah, yeah, no, no,
no,
I remember.
definitely tequila.
I remember. Um, I just remember one thing that like really hurts me that I'd like to share is that
Hmm.
I went to the bathroom by myself.
I knew
In
you've been waiting to bring this up the whole episode.
well, yeah, it's something I'd like to discuss. In
No,
line
I want to discuss it. I felt your energy like, from the moment we pressed record. It's like
because I'm just that's dramatic. It
maybe
hasn't
someone
been
can help you.
that's what I was just gonna say. It hasn't been since the moment I pressed record, but I basically just remember having this amazing conversation that I'm like, wow, I haven't had a conversation like that in years. And then apparently I came back and told you I had met my husband.
You did.
And I was so infuriated that I didn't like this is the really bad part, and please no judgment. I don't even like if I saw him out, I'd probably recognize him, but like I can't even like
No,
find
you
him because I have
wouldn't.
no. Yes, I
You
would.
would
I
not.
do have I do have a glimpse of him, but I don't even know his name. I don't have his number. Nothing. I literally wrote my number on a coaster to give to him, and I failed.
And do we want to discuss why you failed?
No judgment, please. It was my birthday.
So, first, I think we'll just get to the point by how we separated.
Okay,
So,
so Jamie and Jamie's like, knows I have bars. She knows I want to make it. She knows I don't want to be hungover on my birthday, which in fairness, thank God she did this because I actually felt fine on my birthday morning.
yeah,
No
good for
offense.
you.
But it was like 11:30-ish, and she tells Callie and Britta that we are leaving, me and her, and we're going to get stubbies and we're going home so that we can feel better in the morning. Bless her heart. I'm so glad that we did that. And um on our way to Stubby's, which is like a fast food place, we see Gazebo and they're playing like lit music. Like lit. So of course we stop in. And then yes, apparently I was telling her like we have to go find this crew guy, and to my surprise, he's standing right there next to us. This
And
is kind of a recap. I don't physically.
here's the thing. Celia does this thing when she's really drunk where she just refuses to speak. She gets to
Mhm.
a point where she just won't talk. It's very frustrating to be around, but it's just it's the phase
So
you get in.
apparently he comes up and is trying to chat with me, and he can't understand why I am not talking back. And then apparently, but like here's the thing. To you it might seem obvious that I'm not there, but like it he was genuinely confused, so that's just really
Yeah,
unfortunate on
who
my end.
wouldn't be? He kept
And
trying to talk
yeah.
to you,
And then
apparently.
apparently his friends got us all shots, and then the girl tried to give me one. I was like, no, I'm not taking that. And then they asked Jamie, like, is she okay? And she's like, yeah, she's fine. And then Jamie and I just left. So that was the end of my story with the man. If we really, you know what, since I just spilled that, you better spill all your tea. That is all I will say, because that was a lot for me to say out loud. But then we went to Stubby's. Oh, apparently this is so funny. Okay, so apparently Jamie said, I was
Oh,
getting
you.
Steamboat Pizza. Okay, so basically there's this place where all the like fast food late night places are, and it becomes like this huge crowd, except we were the only ones there because it was so early in the night. So first we go to Steamboat Pizza, we get multiple slices. Apparently I looked at Jamie and saw she got pepperoni, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? You're getting pepperoni?" And then I proceeded to eat all of her pepperoni pizza. Then
Been
so she
there.
wanted to get both and she wanted to go home. I said we absolutely had to eat on the bench. So we got stubbies, and then apparently, yeah, I don't need to get into all this detail
Get
actually.
into
It's too,
it.
yeah, this could get me arrested. No way am I saying
No,
this.
it couldn't. Statute of limitations, I'm sure, has passed on this. Actually, I'm sure it hasn't.
So then Jamie gets me home and we tucks me in, and Jamie and I are asleep. Cut to Britta and Callie, still at crew
So,
back bar.
and I was fighting you guys on this for a while, but I now do understand you guys did tell me you were leaving. But you have
Uh-huh.
to understand in the state I was in, that was still, I didn't really think you were leaving. I knew Britta and I were staying and you guys were going, but at the same time, I didn't really understand that
You know, the whole
fully.
time I thought you were at Stubbies, so that's like really confusing to me.
So,
Anyway,
all I know, well, the reason I was confused was because you guys said you were leaving, but then you came back in. You must, I
Hmm.
think you maybe forgot something or something, but you came back in for a while.
Let me just preface, no offense, you have no excuse, but at Lola, like my meal and Jamie and Britta, we all had sushi, which isn't that like filling when you're going to be drinking a bunch.
I had macaroni.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's how it must have happened for me. Carry on.
Whatever. No, I think in my head, you guys came back and I knew you were going to leave eventually, but I thought I'd have time. Like, I thought you guys would say something before you left the second
Oh,
time.
that's awful. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And so I went outside and I started making some phone calls, sitting, staring out at the water.
Care to share?
I don't know how much I want to share. I made phone calls to people I shouldn't have called.
How many people did you call? That could be enough.
One.
Okay, how many people did you text? That was TMI.
Like 15.
Okay. No, that's so not true. Like, literally, how many people?
Oh, yes,
Four.
I don't know. I was just lying. This is another example of me just lying. Just like the Pilates socks. I just lie. Why did I say 15?
How many did you actually? I think four. Five, maybe.
Five, I think. In this prank text I sent, let's all bring up, I know we bring him up every episode, the situationship who broke my heart 3 years ago at this point. Has it really been 3 years? Anyway, I haven't reached out to him in a while. And so
Mhm.
I thought, you know what? And basically, it's all like, I can't remember if we explained this. We probably explained this last episode, that one didn't get uploaded, but I have this theory because I had called him last year when Celia and I were really drunk outside, and then we made plans to hang out. And we like literally we were gonna hang out until I think that week Celia and I released an episode where we discussed how I fantasized about him getting pummeled, like lightly, just roughed up on the side on the road because it's funny.
Yeah.
It's a funny scenario. Um, anyway, he must have heard the episode, or it's the only thing I can think of.
Mhm.
Um, because we never spoke again, and he has refused to answer a text message of mine since.
Mhm.
Um, it's been a year, so you know what, I texted him, and this is hard for me to pull up, but just so I have the exact message, I will. Oh, this makes me sick to my stomach. Okay, I messaged him his name 3 times. Then I said, I'm feeling bad and I'd like to rekindle our friendship. I miss you. Um, Also, it was on Do Not Disturb, and uh, either Britta and I or Jamie and I thought it would be hilarious to alert anyway, because his phone went on Do Not Disturb like 2 minutes after I sent that text. Like it was not on Do Not Disturb until I texted him.
Oh
And so
boy.
I pressed alert anyway. He never got back to me. So then I think in my head, in my mind, to ease myself about like, oh, that's not serious. Let me send this
Mhm.
to like 4 or 5 other contacts so that I
Mhm.
feel like this is a prank I'm pulling.
Mhm.
Problem is, the people I send it to, it just doesn't make sense. Some of them, like, I've never had a friendship with, and they just like kind of responded like, yeah, everything's fine. Um,
What a
and
buzzkill.
then I think with one person I kept trying to get in an argument because I wanted some drama. So I was like, no, everything isn't fine. I'm really upset. We need to lay this all out right now. After they were like being really kind and reasonable with all these crazy texts I sent them, and at that point they stopped responding. No, I'm gonna have to bleep that name out. But no, there's one person who I went to law school with who some might say we're star-crossed lovers, some may not. But I prank call him every single time I drink. I mean, he's used to it. He expects it.
Mhm.
I mean, we've known each other for a long time now, actually. And Jamie said something hilarious because I called him when I was going to bed when I got home, and I can't remember what she said. He said, but he said, "Oh, I said I need to tell you about what's going on in my life right now," and he said, "Ah, this again." It's just that he's always there to listen, and
Always.
whenever I need someone to compliment me or tell me they love me and they'd marry me in a heartbeat, he's there to do it. So he's always
Yeah.
on my list. No, I'm sure I sent him the text. I did, but he just moved on. Few people didn't move on. Few people didn't get it. Few people, yeah. So I'm feeling kind of awkward about that because it's just like I hope they don't report to other people like oh, Callie claims we have some issue because like I barely
Yeah.
know them, but I know this is about one specific person. I barely know this person,
Yep.
but I know people who know them, who I'm often at events with, etc. It's a little too close to home where it makes me seem a bit weird. Um,
Under the
but
water under the bridge.
it was just a prank, and yeah, then I made a long 22-minute phone call. Um, I don't the thing is, it was eventually gonna happen. It happened. And
Mhm.
I don't really care. Whatever. Anyway, so I go inside. I talk to the bouncer a bit about my actions. And then I go inside and my phone has died
Oh
because
wait,
I've been
no.
using
Say what you said to him, because the bouncer is our friend, and Kelly goes, where's Jamie, Celia, and Britta? And he goes, they're long gone, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And my phone, because I've been using it all night, it's dead. So
Yeah.
I don't even have a phone. And so I'm like, well, can you please go put my phone on the charger? And he's like, sure. And so then, and keep in mind, it's only like 11 p.m.
Yeah,
at
it's like
latest.
shockingly
And
early.
so
Again, our
people
dinner
are
reservation was
just,
at 5 p.m.
yeah, people are just starting to get here. And so I'm
Yeah.
like walking aimlessly around all these groups of friends by myself. I do like 3 laps of the whole restaurant and bar. I can't
Mhm.
find anyone. I get this was the lowest point I've felt in a long time. I
Oh my
go and
God.
I find these two girls who are obviously good friends laughing together, waiting in line for the bathroom. I'm like, that must be nice. I don't even have a phone that's on and no one's here. I don't know where they are. And so, because I thought like at least Britta would still be there. And
Yeah.
so then I asked them if I can use their phone because the only person's number I have memorized aside from my parents is yours.
Mhm.
So I robocalled you, but of course, shocker, you don't answer because whenever I need you to answer the phone, you don't.
It's not even
And
funny, but yeah, of course I wasn't answering.
and so then, thank God, I'm like about to freak out. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh,
And then
that's
I
so
literally,
embarrassing too. You ask the girls, and then it looks like you're just a psychopath.
yeah, thank
Like the
you.
person
No,
doesn't answer.
yeah, look, yeah, so
I never
true.
thought about it like that until right now.
Yeah, so true. Anyway, so
It's
then
like, is
all
that
of
person even your friend?
yeah, thanks for saying that. All of a
I'm just kidding.
sudden, I quite literally bump into Britta,
Oh
and
my God.
she's with a group of friends, and I'm like, I've never been so grateful to see Britta in my entire life because you have to understand this whole time I just thought I was alone and
Alone.
lost.
Yeah,
And
that's
I've
so
never just
funny.
felt such relief. So happy to have a friend with me again that I go to the bar to celebrate and I just start knocking back shots. I don't even take shots. And it's
Yeah.
just this is where the night went wrong because I would have been probably fine had I not done that. And Britt and I then we went to the next location because we were like the night's young. Let's enjoy the evening.
She was like the night's young. Let's enjoy the evening.
Yeah. Yes, she was, and I actually was, if I'm being honest, I was really ready to go home. Um, but of course I was not going to leave Britta by herself.
Yes, you were
So,
being a good sister friend.
um, yeah, so we stayed out and then I think we went home at like 1 a.m. Ubered home.
I was
Then
tucked in bed before midnight. Not to be a
yeah,
pick me, but I was so proud about that.
I got home at 1:30. All I know is I woke up. I remember the Uber driver, like he wrote me this note. He wanted me to get into meditating. It was like love, meditation, guidance on this little
Yeah.
piece of paper he pulled out. Anyway, when I got back, because I had called Jamie too. I was like, Jamie, where the hell are you guys? And she actually answered. When I got home, I did turn the overhead light on for a brief moment because I had to. I felt awful, but I had to. My phone was dead. I had to plug it in. I had anyway. So then Jamie was awake. Sorry, Jamie, if you're listening to this. But then I was just so thrilled to be able to chat with Jamie, just because I was like, I had just felt so alone. Like, of course, I just, of course, I was like fine once it was me and Britta, but I was still just like that remembering that feeling of just being alone.
I'm so sorry.
And so anyway, we chit chatted, went to bed, and then it's the morning, and I wake up and I'm literally still drunk. All I know is Celia all yesterday was saying, "We are going to bar. We are going to bar." And so I'm like, "Oh my God. I literally don't know how to do this." I took a Zofran, I took some Advil, went downstairs. I literally am still drunk. I can't eat. I can't even drink coffee. And the only
From
reason
my
I went
perspective, well, carry on.
the only reason I went to this bar class was because I knew it would put a damper on your birthday. Because this was
Well,
your
thank you.
birthday.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my sister didn't go, and I had booked it for us all, so I was very happy you went. And you put on such a front because I was going to say, from my perspective, I had a beautiful birthday singing, cake, coffee, and we were off to bar.
Well, the thing is, I was still feeling okay. That's what was bad is I was still drunk at that point. So I
Oh.
was still like,
I would just like to get into the bar class a little because,
yeah, let's get into it. I
like,
can't get over what happened to you there.
sorry. Um, well, that, but also all the things that she said, which is then when I realized that you were not doing so great.
Yeah.
So,
Let's just say when I got in there, the first 2 seconds we had to like just like reach out and touch our toes. And I don't know if you've ever been so hungover where your body just starts tingling. It's only happened to me like 3 times in my life. This was one of
mm.
them. My whole body starts tingling and I'm like, I need to walk out. But Celia told me, please don't embarrass me in this class.
Yeah, because she's like, "What would you do if I walked in and was like,
And
I would
she
really be
scolded me,
so
and
mad."
like basically the thing is Celia's and I like we have peak humor when we're hungover. It's our best.
Yeah.
I think like we just make up the best comedic skits when we're hungover.
Yes.
And so yes, I was doing that. So were you. But then the closer we get, you like you have to be normal. Just
Yeah.
promise me you're gonna be
Okay,
normal. And
well,
you
here's a
start
little
scolding
backstory.
me.
Here's
God.
a little backstory, and I know you feel the same way. So basically, I think it's just like a thing. You idolize your Pilates instructors.
Yeah, you do.
It's just like, I think the world of my Pilates instructors. I
Me
really do.
too.
And
I think the
imagine
absolute
my
world of them. Yeah, I can't even
surprise.
believe this.
This
Can't
is
believe it.
like, I was in such shock. So we walk in. So yeah, I wanted her to be normal because I had like told them that I was bringing friends to class. Obviously, I want them to think I'm like normal. So then we go in. To my surprise, she says, "Happy birthday," and gives me a gift from her and my other favorite instructor.
I like almost passed out for you.
I was floored. So I was so nervous. I didn't even know what to do. I literally hung up the gift with like my bag. I didn't even open it right away because I was like in shock and just trying to play like
Yeah.
nonchalant cool. And then she starts like throughout the whole class, she referenced my birthday.
All she did was talk about your birthday. I
She
was
played birthday
freaking out for you.
songs.
Yeah, and
Like,
she was like, "This is for Celia's," like making inside jokes between you. No,
it
you
was
know the
just
term that was like complete envy. I was so happy for you,
for me,
but
complete and utter bliss.
I was so happy for you, but I also was like, I'm never gonna feel this. I
That's
don't
not
think
true.
No, I don't think anyone at my Pilates place, like I do have very good relationships with them.
If you
Um,
said it was your birthday, I'm sure they would do something. The thing is,
I would
because
never do that. No,
well,
I
yeah,
don't know
I
if they
didn't.
would buy me anything though. I just can't believe they bought you
Well, that's another
socks.
thing. Okay, so first off, I didn't say it was my birthday. Apparently,
I
there's
wish I
like a
could say,
birthday. What?
yeah.
Well, no,
Maybe I
but there's
should.
a birthday emoji. That's why
Yeah.
she asked me earlier in the week, like, "Oh, is it your birthday?" And then I said, "Yeah, I'm actually having friends do a bar class." I didn't think she was the instructor, but anyway, um, so yeah, she knew it was my birthday. It's not, but whatever. The point
No,
being,
I know. That was awesome.
they wrote me a handwritten card. I thought it was gonna be, so I opened it at the end of class. And I thought it was gonna be like some studio merch, which would have been great, but like obviously they can easily just maybe give that to me. No.
Hmm.
These are socks that they went out of their way to purchase
To
that they do
buy
not sell at the studio.
themselves.
Yeah. I can't even get into it. Anyway. But the funniest part was like throughout the whole class, she kept saying things like emergency child's pose because Kelly was already in a child's pose. She kept saying like, "We can do this." Like, I've never heard her say like so many like, "Only a few more minutes, only a couple more songs. You got this. You showed up today. You're awesome." Like, I've never heard her be
Yeah.
so not encouraging, but just like aware of like how close we were to the end of class. Like, you can just take it at your own pace. She looks at me at one point and she was like, "Yeah, I think we're gonna do this on the ground today. Because we're not gonna stand back up, are we?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, please, can we do it on the ground?" Because I
No.
looked over at Kelly. Emergency child's pose.
Well, they always say in Pilates, feel free to take a child's pose at any
Yeah, she
moment.
felt free.
And you told me not to embarrass you, and I knew
Mhm.
you'd be embarrassed if I walked out, which I thought.
Yeah, I would have been so unbelievably pissed. That would have ruined my birthday. If you had walked out, I'm like
And
not
you
even
know
being
I
funny. I do not know how I would have reacted.
I
I would
came
have been
so
mortified.
I came so close to I was panicking. Hence the
Oh,
child poses. And yeah,
yeah.
then when we were
That was
doing like
awesome.
arms, I like wanted to sit down and do them, but I knew that would embarrass you. So I
You
stood.
really hung
I
in
did
there
a
for me.
lot for
Thank you.
you.
Yeah.
'Cause like,
Well,
in
then she modified
Pilates,
the class to be on the ground for you. So,
by the way, I never have full posture doing arms. Like even in Pilates when you're supposed to be up on your knees, I always sit down because I
uh,
just know I'll get a back injury. I'm always pulling my
you and you blowing your
trapezius.
back out. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
always having back
Yeah.
injuries.
I have quite literally blown my back out several times.
That's why I said it.
Basically, I'm really glad we went to bars is another reason I went as well. I knew, and I hate to say this, but no matter how hungover you are, if you go out and move, drink a Gatorade, Gatorade specifically, unfortunately, they didn't have any, so I had to get a Powerade. But if you do all those motions, you go get a sandwich and then you take a little nap on the beach, you'll be okay. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what we did. Um, and it was literally the sunniest, most perfect day on the
I was
beach.
just thinking that.
Yeah, we swam all day.
So yeah, we went to Sandbar and then we went to Millie's, which is so delicious. We had so much Millie's, I feel like, over the weekend.
Yeah, we got so
I think
much.
it's just because I kept getting the same thing. Like usually I mix it up and I kept
We
getting that
only had
steak
it
taco.
twice.
That's why I was like, I don't know why I felt like all I ate was Millie's because it was just so in my tummy, the taste of it. And I guess because it comes with two when you order it from Millie's versus
Yeah.
actually at the brewery. I don't know. But anyway, so then we went to Millie's, then we went out a little bit, but we were so exhausted because when you drink during the day and then at night, it's hard as a 28-year-old
Oh,
old.
I forgot about this. We
Yeah.
really tried to go out and it just couldn't happen.
It just wasn't like, yeah, I think it's
You
because we had so
can't
much
day
fun the
drink and
prior
go
night.
out.
Yeah.
As Jamie said, if you really want to successfully day drink and go out into the night, you can't stop at
Yeah.
all.
You can't change your clothes. You can't go home and take a break and to have dinner. Like it can't.
Yeah.
So then
No.
we came home, and then the next day, another beautiful beach day. We got
Oh, a
Bartlett's, went to
beautiful day.
Cisco, floated, drank on the beach, went to the brewery. My sister's car, when I was doing my scroll, I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this. My sister
Oh yeah.
drove away, and I had because she just went to the beach and then dropped us at the brewery when we were leaving. And she literally drove away like over a mile without the key and then realized that the key was in my purse. I feel like that just like shouldn't happen. So I had to Uber
That
Eats her
shouldn't.
the Uber package her the key. But the brewery, we were just like, oh yeah, it was just me and you by then because Jamie left straight from the brewery. And we were
I
just having
know.
a little fun time. And I have this thing that after the brewery, we really could have gone home, but we just wanted to keep it going. And I
Oh,
was like,
I
oh,
forgot.
let's go
Oh,
to
God.
Ventuno because that is like a favorite thing to do that we haven't done all weekend. Actually, that's a lie. We were there the previous night, and some guy legitimately fell. Remember that was talking
Yeah,
to
I kept telling him he was gonna pants and pummel me, and his friend kept saying, "Look at the tits on your friend" to Britta, and
you. So,
Britta got so mad at him. Obviously, I wasn't
um,
happy about it either, but I was kind of joking. But Britta, she was like, "What's wrong with?" And then he also referred to us as chicks at one point, and she said, it's woman to you."
oh my
Uh,
god, yeah, she was not having it. Um,
Britta also hates the word tits. I don't like it
yeah,
either. It makes me uncomfortable, but Celia and I will sometimes like say like I'll talk
that's a
about my
joke. Yeah.
boobs or like Celia will say something and be like your tits out or something and it just
Mostly
makes
just to
Britta
see if
so
it will get a
uncomfortable.
rise out of Britta. Yeah,
And it always does, yeah.
always does. Um, yeah, no, she hates it more than anything. But anyway, so then we went to Sistership. Callie pulled the birthday thing. I got a little birthday treat. Then we went to Ventuno. We had some old people meet us.
Ah,
An old fling, let's just put it that way, meet
yeah.
us. And of course we did the birthday thing yet again. And then we went to meet up with some of his friends. I ended
Yeah.
up playing tennis at like I don't know, 2 in the morning, and I literally that was the end of my weekend.
It's truly just the most beautiful, perfect weekend ever. My
No.
heart physically ached
Yeah.
when I was on the ferry because I just had the best weekend ever. And then, oh, and then it was just, I mean, it was brutal for me because I had to go pick up my little cousins from the airport. I was so hungover. I was late picking them up. It was 90 degrees outside. I was getting sexually harassed at the gas station. And it was
Oh my
just, no,
God.
I thought I was gonna get kidnapped. There was this guy at the gas station. He literally, he was pumping gas and he came up an inch behind me, like literally almost touching my body
Oh my
and
God.
just staring at me. And
Oh
I
my God,
like,
I'd freak.
I felt so, I almost said, and I should have, I was like, I literally almost said, can you get the fuck away from me? But
Oh my
I
gosh.
was like so creeped out by him. And so then I like had to go around my car the other way. I got in my car and locked the door and then I like saw him and he like walked away a little bit once he heard me lock the door and like my cousins were in the car. So I was like telling them like about this guy. And I think he like saw me talking about him. And then he like kept going like behind the gas thing and then coming around peeking and
Oh
seeing
my
if my gas
God.
was still pumping because he knew I was gonna have to get out of my car when the gas was done pumping. And then someone else pulled up to the gas station and then he like left me alone.
That's so terrifying.
Yeah. But
Also,
anyway, that's
no,
when the hang
I almost just
what?
called you Cal, and I forgot about that because Callie did this thing all weekend where she like decided to go by Cal. So like it wasn't even funny, it was just shocking. Like at Something Natural, this sandwich place, she all of a sudden we hear Cal. And like it was just so shocking when she went up to pick it up. I was like, "Are you sure that's yours?"
Yeah, you said it so loudly too. You made it awkward. No, it's because you thought I had put my name in as Cal somewhere else, and I was like, why would I ever do that? And then it was like, why not do it?
Yeah, it's just really shocking. Also, thinking back, they should not have served us at Millie's. We got
Oh
to go.
yeah.
We got to go margaritas.
Well, what was he gonna do?
Wow.
I already said he pummeled me to the ground. He
And
was
by the way,
going.
I can't even tell you what she talked about previously because Britta and I were in the bathroom for a long time. And then we came out and Kelly was just in full conversation. So I don't even know the full extent of their conversation. But anyway, back to you driving home.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it was just like a nightmare because like that's when the anxiety really, really hit. I'd been in the car for like three and a half,
Yeah.
4 hours. And then I went home and it's just like I started to feel weird. Everything started to sit and hit, and I was like, what the actual what?
Yeah.
What the hell? And no, but everything's like I don't regret literally anything.
Yeah. I think you just had Twitter fingers because you were like,
And I had
so far
so much
away.
fun with it. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
I love to text when I'm drunk. And I've been so well behaved when I go out. Like in the sense of like I never let myself drunk text anymore. I never let myself well, I'll like do a prank call or something, but like in a situation where there's like no consequences at all. I haven't let
Mhm.
myself like make like a consequential call in a long time. And it
Yeah.
felt good. It felt
Yeah.
good and I had fun doing it.
Ameneth to that.
Yeah. Ay,
All
ay,
right.
ay.
Well, we will
Well,
see you in just a couple of days.
yeah, we'll see you on Friday. So enjoy your hump day.
Also, oh my gosh, if you watch, oh my god, yeah, if it's Wednesday, Summer I Turn Pretty, new episode will be out. Oh my
And it will
god.
also be new and final episode of Stitch, season one.
Wow.
Is that what it's called? Stick. Sorry, Stick. It's called
I'm not
Stick.
familiar with this.
My favorite show of the entire year. Owen Wilson, golf
Mm.
coach.
Mhm.
It's awesome. Apple
Um,
TV.
that's why I'm not
I'm
familiar. I
not.
don't have Apple
It's
TV.
the only you should get it. It's 4.99 a month, bro. And I was like against it for so long. They have the best TV shows out there.
Yeah, no pun intended. I have a little shtick with Apple TV because all I want to do is watch the show, what's it called? Like Friends and Neighbors or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's so good, that
I know. So
show.
I watched some with my aunt and uncle, I think, and then I started it on Prime little did I know, you can only watch the first episode and then you have to get Apple TV. And my
So
mom
get
refuses
Apple
to get Apple
TV.
TV.
Well,
I
then
guess I
why
could
don't
get
you
it for
put it on
myself.
your buck? It's 4.99.
Yes, I didn't know it was only 4.99.
Don't get
But
one coffee.
I guess why it's really bothering me. Yeah, that's crazy. But the reason why it's really bothering me is because I asked her, like, can we just get it so I can watch the show and then I'll cancel it
I feel
after
like
a
this is
week?
a
And she
common
said no.
argument you have with
She
streaming
doesn't like a free trial.
services.
Yeah, she doesn't like it.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
because she knows you're not going to cancel it.
but I genuinely would. That's the thing. I have watched The Summer I Turned Pretty season 3, episodes 1 and 2, the only ones that are released, both twice in entirety. And I'm about to watch them for a third time because I am just so antsy for the next one. It's insane. And that's how bad I wish you would watch it. It is so good. Like, it's just so good. Also, I don't even want to bring this
You're
up.
so right. It's so true what you say about me and your mom. How like when you suggest something, it's just like we don't want to do it. Like
Yeah,
if
it drives me actually crazy. What, I have to say the show is trash? Then you'd come telling
no,
me
it's
to
just
watch
like
it.
I just want to tell you the more and more you tell me to watch it, the more I don't want to. Because
Okay, on that note, I
I
must
was
go.
just thinking like, like you were right about Tell Me Lies. Like maybe I
I
would like
was
the
just
show.
gonna say there was a scene in it that was referencing Tell Me Lies because she does a lot of like iconic shows. Like she recreates stuff from The Notebook, Call Me by Your
Yeah.
Name, whatever. And there was a scene, and I literally almost texted you in that moment. Both watches. Oh my God, Kelly, please just watch it. Remember how you didn't think you'd like Tell Me Lies?
Yeah.
I almost texted you that, but I knew you'd
The
piss you off.
only reason you got me with Tell Me Lies, you caught me in like a vulnerable moment.
Mm.
And
I knew it would
like
piss you off if I said that.
no, it's just and I don't know why. It's just it is true. It must be your delivery because it's not just me, it's your mom too. Like something
Yep.
it's because you put so much pressure on it. And I know you just want us to watch it or like whatever you're talking about, but you put so much pressure on it that it feels so overwhelming.
Yeah, I guess I have to work on that. I just, when I'm passionate and love something, I just like, and I know you'd love it, then I just like so badly want you to see it for what I see it
No.
for.
And what I should work on is I should
But I
accept
get
it.
how it could be overwhelming, and you don't have to like everything I like. It's
No, and
just fun to talk
I
about.
probably would like it. I just feel overwhelmed right now. So just give me
Yeah,
some space and a moment.
that's valid. I'm so envious if you ever do decide to watch it that you literally have 2.5 seasons to binge. Like what I would do to watch it again for the first time. Anyway,
All right, we love you so much and we will see you Friday.
see you Friday.